2022. It was the year where I became a teenager, got into new friend groups, and started liking girls. I remember in a moment where I was in the shower, I was thinking about a girl that I really liked and how I'm going to compete and dominate against the boy that she liked. And I did not like this guy at all. And he ended up dating her. I remember still looking in the mirror and being like, how can I be more attractive? What should I change with this dude in order to become a more attractive person? It was in that times where the new friends that I was having, there was this one friend that I went in the van with to the school, and I really started bonding with him. I really started like connecting with him. Although he wasn't in the long term, he wasn't a good friend for me. At that moment, I really started feeling a connection with him. And over time, as the friendship kind of fell apart, I craved that. I craved that moments of bonding, of connection. And this is what made me want to be more charismatic. It was the moments when a random dude or just like some of the popular guys would have disrespected me. Like one time when I was under the table, went up to get something. This guy kicked me, and when I got back up, a girl nearby, she said that, "Why do you kick him? It'll hurt." And then he's like, "It's supposed to hurt." At that moment, I felt so much rage, but still so much fear to control what's inside me. So much fear to unleash, to express, to like stand up for myself, but I couldn't do anything about it. I just took it. And that is what made me want to be more charismatic. So, what is it that makes you want to be more charismatic? For me, it was that craving to be respected, that craving to be someone who's able to make an issue and get what he wants, someone who like everyone likes, someone who's like respected, someone who's like attractive and gets all the girls. I was analyzing the people like that in my class, people who are naturally confident, naturally expressive, people who like got the girls, and I was seeing what do they have that I don't. Is it looks? Is it that they have a better personality? Is it that they know to play better sports? I started doing all sorts of things. I started exercising. I started getting onto self improvement. I started like going out and practicing my social skills. I started going to basketball coaching. I started training in football. And that was the thing that I was searching. I wanted to be an attractive person. I wanted to be so charismatic that people started questioning my sanity. But the thing is, I was wrong. I was wrong in what I wanted. A few months later, in our school field trip, it was an event which made me feel very lonely. But we are not going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you a moment in the train trip, inside the train. I was with my best friend, that friend that I talked about. We were talking. He was like lying on my lap. And it was like, I felt so good in that moment. But did you think that changed anything about me? After that, it was just back to the same old me, back to the same old insufficiency. And recently, even after a lot of inner work, recently, a few months ago, after I made a lot of progress, right? After when I was giving a speech in my school, of course, most of the people laughed at my speech. But at the end, this like friend that I had, she just came up and she's like hugged me, and then we hugged each other, and that just even saying about it right now, it makes me smile because it was such a moment of validation of like, yeah, let's go. Those moments did not change anything about how I feel about life. And it's not going to change anything about how you feel with your social situation. And that was the mistake that I made, and that was the realization that I had. So what is it that really helped me to become more charismatic? It was to question it. Why instead of just accepting that I was in this position, I started questioning it. Why is it that I believe that I'm worthless, that no one would like me? Why is it that I believe that unless I do something, I'll be rejected, that no one will like me, that I'm worthless, that I'm this low status person? Where does my fears come from? Because these are not realistic fears, the fears that you have to express yourself, to stand up. These are not fears that are based in reality, because there is no danger. There is no life or death situation in that point. But it feels like that. And I started getting to the cause. We was just trying to do the external thing, trying to do the superficial work, trying to go on to self-improvement to become better. That did not change anything. So I got to the cause. And I'm so grateful to say that I stumbled onto people and resources that actually helped me. And this lie of scarcity, this lie that I am not good enough, that need that you feel, I don't know how exactly to describe it, but you will understand it. And that lie of your fears, the deepest fears that you have, they are a bluff. And you need to go out and face them. And when I started doing that, when I started doing some deep inner work, taking action on my fears, internally some stuff started shifting. Internally, at the core, I felt more at peace. I felt more worthy. I felt that fear actually start shifting a bit. And then later, when I shifted schools, I used that as an opportunity to transform how people perceived me. I started going onto stages, I started shouting, I started doing a lot of stuff to get stuff triggered inside. And as I made progress in that, it was I didn't base my self-worth out of the validation of the people. I was able to express myself, to unleash a bit more at least of my authentic self, to stand up for myself, to set boundaries. I was more comfortable with not being the most liked guy, the alarm, the most liked guy, the most charismatic guy, the people that everyone liked. I started basing reality out of my own self, basing my own self-worth out of its own. Let me be abundant, let me be 10 out of 10%, and then let me go out into the social interaction with the place of inspiration, with the place of buying, instead of selling out for this validation, for this attention. And that fears, bro, it really started shifting. And this is when I started to unlock a lot of confidence. And coming to the moment, have I become the person that I wanted to be? The person so charismatic that people start questioning his sanity? Yes, but with an asterisk. The asterisk is, no, I'm not the person that can go attractive and pull girls and everything. I'm still just a normal dude who's struggling with that. I'm not the person who is just walk into the room and everyone likes him. No. And it's my charisma, how much people like me is just a minor improvement. But what allowed me to make the core change is that if I go back to my old school, if I go back to the girls, to my old friends, to the people that disrespected me, I will have it in me. I'll most probably, right? You never know. I'll feel a lot more comfortable in making an issue for myself, and in shooting the shots, in telling people how I really feel, in telling people that, oh my god, this did not make me feel good, and telling people that you need to respect me or else I will not talk to you. I will respect myself a lot more. And that is the nuance that will get me. I am in the position internally. I got a bit more of what I need, even though it wasn't what I was craving so much to be. And maybe I don't have what it takes to tell you, to what it takes to be more charismatic, to what it takes to, and that people start questioning your sanity, but that everybody likes you. But I'm telling you, that's, even if you get that, even if you find a person, and even if you get that, you're still going to feel empty. And that I know that if I go back, that core shifting, that core changes that you would see me in a person over the course of 2 years, that would have never happened if I did not get to the cause. Don't forget, I'm watching you from afar and I'm rooting for you. Click on this video and I'll see you there. My name is Yukash Ravan and thank you for watching.